Alright, so final day in workout and video of the 8-week cut. So, before we get into anything bodybuilding related, let's get into the Bible verse of the day. Today's Bible verse comes from Isaiah 43, verse 2. When you pass through the waters, I will be with you, and through the rivers, they shall not overwhelm you. When you walk through fire, you shall not be burned, and the flame shall not consume you. So today's Bible verse, coming from Isaiah, that's probably one of my favorite chapters of the Bible. I have not read the Bible all the way through. I've just kind of read it in parts over the years. But, there's just, I think, a couple verses from this chapter that stick out to me that I like the most. But yeah, to interpret this verse, I would just have to say that it really emphasizes and shows the love that God has for us through His Son Jesus. The protection that the Lord gives us from the evils of the world, and the opportunity that He gives us to not have to suffer after we die in hell for eternity. He gives us the chance to follow Him and to live for Him, not for ourselves, and not to live to please others in the world, not live to, let the world's desires, those worldly desires, for those not to, kind of just consume our lives and to lead us to having that eternal death and to eternal suffering forever. So He gives us the love and the protection that we need from Him in order to avoid this and to experience that true joy, that true happiness that we can experience in heaven with God in Christ to ultimately, fulfill us. So that is today's Bible verse. I never feel like I really say enough with my interpretations. I want to be brief, but sometimes I feel like I'm too brief. But it's just pretty much so many verses, and most verses in the Bible you can really just, talk about and kind of branch off into other subjects, just go on and on and on, for hours. And it's just like, I never feel like I'm saying enough, but it's hard to keep it brief. But nonetheless, yeah. So, now for the bodybuilding part. So today is the final day of the cut, and we're going to be hitting arms as always on Saturday. We're here in the afternoon, as we were last week. I just kind of went off of how I felt this morning. Slept pretty good, but felt a little bit sluggish, so I didn't want to, do cardio for like half hour to an hour and then wait later to lift. I felt like I would just have more energy in the afternoon rather than later on. Well, I'll do cardio later on, but we're hitting arms, so triceps first, the biceps, and then forearms. Forearms get worked with biceps too, but I'll do the reverse curls for the forearms. But yeah, that is the plan. I've just kind of been thinking in my head. I do the straight bar push downs for triceps, and then I'll do with the wrap or the the rope. Either with the single rope or just a strap or whatever's available. But I feel like I should probably do a behind the head or over the head, or whatever you want to call it. A movement like that for triceps might be better for the second movement. I don't know. I'm gonna kind of just go in there and see if anything like that's available. I might give it a try. But I don't know. I'll probably honestly just stick with the movement like this coming kind of across my body. It's been working pretty well. I've seen a lot of growth in my arms, so no reason to really switch up anything too significantly. So yeah, that's the plan for today. Final day of the cut. Obviously looking forward for it to be over, but yeah, whether I'm on a cut or I'm on a bulk or whatever muscle group I'm hitting, I just every day I love it more and more, and I always look forward to coming to the gym. So yeah, I mean, I just love this stuff. I mean, something I just can't get enough of. I have such a passion for it, and always looking forward to the next challenge, whatever it is. So yeah, that's the plan for today, and I will see you guys in there. complete. Yeah, the scale said 171.2 this morning. I want to get down 170, so I'm not going to stress about 1.2 pounds. But yeah, so going forward this week coming up, I'm going to just get back up to maintenance calories for 170 pounds, which is pretty much just 3,000 calories. So that's where we'll be at for this week, and then I think I'll start bulking up next week. Probably not just going to jump right up to like 4,500, 5,000. Definitely not going to jump up that high, but probably jump up to like 4,000 at first, and then we'll just do that for a couple weeks and then go from there. But yeah, that's the plan. That's the final workout of the cut and of the week. So next workout will be Monday, which will be legs. But yeah, just one thing I did with a couple things. I did a different movement for the second movement for triceps. I did the overhead dumbbell extension, which felt pretty good. I used to do that for like when I used to work out for baseball, which was starting in like high school. I'd always do those, and those always felt pretty good with my body. So I'm used to the movement, but obviously doing it with a lot more weight now and a lot more intensity and cleaner reps, so it feels good. And then whenever I did the barbell curls, I use my Cobra grips instead of just the normal wrist wraps. That helps me take my forearms out of it, and I just felt a lot better of a stretch and contraction on my biceps, so that felt very, very good. So definitely keep doing that going forward. But yeah, next workout will be legs on Monday, quad focused leg day, so looking forward to that for sure. And yeah, I'll see you guys then.